Hi, everybody. I'm Suzanne, for those of you who don't know me, and welcome. Somebody, either myself or somebody from our team, probably invited you because you're interested in knowing what we do. So I thought I would tell you a little bit about how I got to where I am today. So I actually started off as pretty athletic in high school. I did like all of it. I did track, I did cross country, I did field hockey, I did all that stuff. And then I went to college and I didn't really ever learn how to eat properly. And I stopped exercising and I gained all that weight. I gained probably close to 30 pounds. So then when I went home that following summer, I was determined to lose it. So what I did was I started exercising, I started cutting back on what I ate, I started focusing on more of my foods, and it actually threw me into anorexia. I went back to school, I lost not only those 30 pounds, but probably another 10 or 15 pounds in addition to that. I struggled with anorexia for about 2 years in college before I got help and healthy, and then since then my weight had kind of yo-yoed up and down. I kind of fell into running as a way to control my weight. I found out that if I ate too much one day, then I would go running and I would just kind of run it off. That's how I did it. I got married, I started having kids. I'm a nurse and I was working the night shift. And so by the time I got to the fourth kid and I was working the night shift, I realized that something needed to change, okay? So it wasn't my fitness and wellness. I was continuing to run. I was a runner. I had run marathons and half marathons. I was in pretty good shape if you just looked at me. But emotionally, I wasn't sleeping. I was just running ragged. I wanted to be home more with my kids and at the hospital less. So I was kind of looking for something that I could do from home. That's what got me on this journey. And that's when I started noticing my coach's posts. She was posting things about how she was doing fitness and wellness and how she was earning a living and able to stay home with her kids. And it got me intrigued. So I reached out and I learned a little bit more. And that's when I discovered Beachbody. Okay, I had never really done a Beachbody program before. My husband had bought me P90X in the past, and I kind of laughed at him. I tried one workout, and I'm like, that's not better than my running. And never really did it. I never completed a program. I tried half of one workout. So when I found this, I did the research because I wanted to see what this Beachbody was all about. And I actually fell in love with the company. I absolutely loved that it was helping other people to lose weight and get healthy the right way. It wasn't a quick fix. It wasn't a wrap. It wasn't a pill. It wasn't something that you're going to do like a crash diet. It's just healthy food, nutrition, and exercise. And so I was all in. I said, I can do this. So if I was going to be all in, I was going to do it as well. So I became a challenger in my coaches group. So that meant that I was doing the programs. I started off with a program called 21 Day Fix. I got Shakeology. I followed the meal plan, and I honestly was a little bit cocky. I thought these home workouts were going to be like so freaking easy. And I tried it and I was blown away. I was sore. I found myself struggling and huffing and puffing. I decided to do the Shakeology. I wasn't really big on shakes in the past. The only experience I had was my mom doing like Slim Fast. But I read about the ingredients and how it's all natural, so I gave it a whirl, money back guaranteed, 100%. And I got to tell you, by the end of the week, I was going into my third night shift, and normally I would feel like ass. And I was going in, and I felt awesome. I had just dropped my daughter off to soccer, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is freaking fantastic. The nutrition, the Shakeology, the workouts all combined together was phenomenal, and I was completely sold. So that's where I started. And since then, I have changed my life entirely, so much more than just fitness and nutrition. But let's talk about Beachbody first a little bit. So Beachbody, what they did, they started off with infomercials, right? Where they were selling fitness programs. And what they realized that the people that were doing these fitness programs were actually on a blog together supporting each other. And those were the people that were getting the results. So Beachbody came up with this idea of a coaching network. just somebody to support other people doing the programs to make sure that they complete it, because it's so easy to get a product and put it on the shelf and then forget about it and not have the motivation to finish. So they created this coaching network to make sure that you finish that program, to have you accountable and keep you motivated to want to finish and to get the results that you need. So that's what we do. That's all we do. We're like everybody's biggest cheerleader. We are the ones that are there to support them and encourage them and continue on their journey to make sure they get the results. So that means that you don't need any kind of background knowledge in fitness and nutrition. You really just need to be on the journey yourself and bringing along people with you. That's all it is. So how do we help other people? So that's it. I just share what I'm doing, and other people are intrigued by it. So I am sharing my fitness, I'm sharing my nutrition, I'm talking to people. They're like, what are you doing? So I just share my story. And because I am having such wonderful success, and I also share stories of my other friends and my other coaches that are falling in love with it, then people are intrigued as well. So I kind of bring them on my journey with me. And how we do that is we do it with an online challenge group. So we have all these women, most are, well, men too, but most of mine are women, in a challenge group that's online. It's a private group where we check in every single day and we provide some encouragement and motivation and some accountability. And it's really fun because we share recipes and we share ideas, and you see other people getting up in the morning and you want to get up in the morning and do it too. And so it's really awesome to do that. So that we share our stories, we walk the walk. So if you're going to be doing having other people do these programs, you kind of need to be doing them too. The nutrition plan and the Shakeology and the fitness programs. So you don't have to do it entirely. I am still a runner. I love running still. I still do half marathons and triathlons. I just weave this in on the days that I'm not running. So there's ways to do it. We also have people on our team that are fitness coaches. So they teach fitness classes at the community centers and the YMCAs and in the fitness centers, but they also run challenge groups as well, and then they do the combo as well. So not everybody can get to the gym every single day, and it's so awesome to have that flexibility where you can get it done at home on your own time. And so then we also, another aspect of what we do is that we help other people. So when people are excited and they get the results, they want to help other people too. So my job is to teach other coaches how to do it as well. So we support one another. We have a whole team surrounding us to give us the tools that we need to succeed. So we're never on an island by ourselves. If there's ever a question, we're always somebody there, and they've actually become my friends, which is amazing because it's this positive community that you become a part of. So you might want to you might want to know, how in the world do you make money off of this, right? That's the big question. How do we make money? So you make money, first of all, by sales, of course. So you get 25% off of everything, 25% of the profit of everything that you sell, okay? And initially, that's where you're going to get your income, is from those direct sales. But then as you start to have coaches that join you because they're excited about it just like you are, then there's another way where you can do something that's called a team cycle bonus. So what that basically means, it's kind of a more involved, it calls it a little bit of detail, but to summarize it is, you want your coaches to do awesome. You want to teach them and give them the tools so that they don't have to struggle and figure this out for themselves. You want them to have success too, and if you give them the tools to get successful, you also get a percentage of that as well. So everybody is working together. It's nobody is up on the top. Everybody is supporting one another. Everybody is encouraging one another and wants everyone to succeed. Because when other people succeed, then we do as well. And then there's also something when you start to have a lot more coaches and they're very successful, you get something called a team cycle bonus, which means that all of the sales in Beachbody, you get a half percentage of that, and they split it up between those coaches, which ends up being quite a bit of money. So there's a lot of things. And the best part of this is there's no cap. You can make as much money as you want. There's never a cap. So as much effort and you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it, and the bigger check that you're going to be getting, which is kind of awesome because I've been a nurse for 18 years. And I am now at the top of my pay scale, which means there's no going forward. I'm kind of there. So this Beachbody actually is allowing me that opportunity to have an unlimited amount of growth, which is awesome, right? There's so many opportunities out there. So you might also want to know how much it costs to sign up, as we're talking about money. And there is a $40 sign-up fee, but it's completely waived if you buy a challenge pack. So what's a challenge pack? It's literally a nice little package of the fitness program as well as a month supply of Shakeology. So the fitness programs are all online. It's like the Netflix of workouts, right? So you have over 600 workouts, over 35 workout programs. All of that has the nutrition guides online too, okay? So you have access to that for an entire year. You get a month's $30 by itself, and then so the whole package is $160. So when you buy that, if you've ever bought it in the past, then you get that fee waived. And then there is a $15 coaching fee each month, which actually is like nothing because you get 25% off. So I drink Shakeology. I love it. My husband now drinks it too because he was stealing mine and had to buy his own bag. And so it ends up being cheaper anyway because you get that discount. And then you just have to have this 90 PV volume, which means that you just need to have some products come your way each month, and that Shakeology takes care of it to stay as an active coach. There's always a possibility that if you don't want to do it for the month or whatever, you can go inactive. You don't have to pay the $15 coach fee. And so there's that option as well if you need to take a break. But the thing about it is there's no requirement. You're not required to do any amount of sales. You literally can put forth as much as you want or as little as you want as a coach. Obviously, the more effort and time and excitement that you put into your business, because it is your own business, Beachbody does not own it, you own it. They are just the ones that provide the products, which is awesome. We don't have any inventory. So the more you're going to get out of it. That's kind of how it goes. The more effort, the more you put into anything, that's kind of how it goes. So I had some concerns when I first started. So if I had those concerns, I am pretty darn sure that you guys do too. So I figured I would talk about them a little bit. The first one is that I didn't want to be a salesperson. I honestly suck at sales. I literally got fired from my first sales job. And that's great because I don't want to sell anything. I can't sell anything. I'm horrible at it. So I don't feel like I sell it. I share my lifestyle. I share what I'm doing. I share my successes. And when you have something that you're excited about, you naturally want to share it. And so that's all I'm doing is I'm sharing what I'm doing, and people are wanting to join me with that. So I don't ever feel like I'm selling anything because I feel like we have this amazing community of women and men and this positivity, and it's hella cheap for all that you get. And so I feel like I don't want you to sell. I want you to have friends. I want you to make connections with other people. I want you to care about other people. I want you to be a nice human being, and people will actually be naturally drawn to you and be excited about this stuff just as much as you are because it is amazing. And it has the ability to change people's lives, and it has changed people's lives. And that's what's the amazing part about this. Okay, the next one is that I don't have any time. Did I tell you that I have 4 kids? I don't have a lot of time either. So what I've done is really, you can put in as much or as little time as you want in the business, okay? If you want the business to succeed and you're looking for it as way to make money, then you would really probably need to try and put in an hour a day. But that hour, for me, doesn't look like I sit down and have an hour. So what I've created is some tools for my team where you can do little power pockets and what to do in each of those pockets. So maybe you only have 5 or 10 minutes here, 5 or 10 minutes at the carpool line, 5 or 10 minutes waiting for your daughter at gymnastics. That's when I get a lot of my business stuff done, is in those little power pockets. I don't want to be tied to my phone. I don't want, the whole point of me was to be home with my kids. It wasn't to be on my phone with my kids. I wanted to be present with them. So this is doing your 5 to 10 minutes and then putting your phone away. And then doing your 5 to 10 minutes and putting it away. If you have that hour, that's awesome. And you can just sit down, break it out for an hour and be done with it. So it's so simple. You don't need a lot of time. You just need to be able to do the right things. And that's why I'm here to help you. Okay? So the next one is that somebody, I hear this a lot, I'm not in great shape. I cannot be a coach. I can't do what you do, Suzanne. And you don't have to be. The best coaches are the ones that are on their journey, because people can relate to you. They can relate to your struggles. They can relate to everything that you're going through. You're just bringing people along on your journey with you. You don't have to be a fitness expert. You don't have to be in the best shape. You don't have to have six-pack abs. You just have to be a real human being that people can relate to. And those are the ones that are the best coaches. So, what about, I don't have a large social media following. This was my concern. I literally had I'm an introvert, naturally, and I had probably about maybe 100 friends on Facebook when I started. Doing something like this scared the crap out of me. I would never talk to somebody live. So this is something that you kind of develop over time. So you don't have to have a large social media presence. You can learn all the tools that you need. And I got to tell you that it was little baby steps for me. I did something, and then I felt comfortable doing that. And then I did a little bit more, and I felt comfortable doing that. And now where I am today is that I share so much stuff with everybody, and I find it freeing. I find it so awesome that I'm not hiding anything, that I'm comfortable talking to people in front of the camera, because I was a person that used to hide behind the camera. I wouldn't put a picture of myself on social media unless I approved it, unless I looked perfect. And here I am 3 years later, putting sweaty selfies up there, no makeup, looking like mascara on my face. And I love it because it's me, and I'm not ashamed, and I'm proud of who I am. But this has been a long journey to get me there. I sure wasn't there 3 years ago. So no worries. You don't have to have a large social media following. The next one is a big one. Pyramid scheme. I mean, that's what you think of, right? A pyramid scheme. Somebody is at the top, and they're reaping the rewards of everybody down below. That's what a pyramid scheme is. But actually, the definition of a pyramid scheme means that that top person is recruiting members with the promise of financial rewards with no exchange of products or service. That's what a pyramid scheme is, okay? This is not a pyramid scheme, because we as coaches, if you have somebody that you're helping, you have to continue to work your own business while you're supporting and bringing up those other people with you, okay? So it's like a community. But if you think about it too, this is what was really helpful for me, is that you think about corporate America. What happens in corporate America? That looks like a freaking triangle to me too. So the difference is that we continue to support our coaches. We continue to have to get new customers. We have to continue to work no matter how high you are. Even if you're the top earner in the company, you still have to do the same thing that the person at the bottom has to do. And we just support one another. Okay. Also, pyramid schemes are illegal, if you didn't know that. Okay. Do I have to drink Shakeology? No, this is your business. You can do whatever it is that you want to do, okay? You run it. You can run it however you wish to. My suggestion, though, is if you're going to be helping other people, you kind of need to be a product of the product. And I don't know why you wouldn't want to drink Shakeology, because honestly, I'm the biggest anti-shake person before I started, but it is all natural, and it makes you feel awesome. You have more energy, you have less cravings, you're getting all those vitamins and minerals and nutrients and antioxidants and prebiotics and probiotics. I mean, it is like the freaking diggity. I don't know why you want it. But again, it's 100% back guaranteed. If you don't try it for a month and hate it, then 30 days later, you can turn it back in, even if the bag is empty, and get your money back, which is awesome. The next one is that I don't have a background in marketing, and I'm not an expert in fitness or wellness, which you don't have to be. You really just have to have the desire to help other people, to be a nice person, and to continue to work on your own fitness and wellness, and have a little drive and ambition in work if that's where you want to go with it. You could be just a person that wants to get the discount, which is absolutely fine. You might be a coach that wants to just help people at their own terms, whatever it fits into your lifestyle. So maybe that's just maybe an hour or two a week, or maybe that's not at all, just seeing somebody, that you're at the baseball game with and inviting them along. Or you might be somebody that wants to be a business builder, to see this as an income earner, maybe to look forward to making yourself part-time at your job, or even retire yourself or your husband. For me, my goal is to go part-time at the hospital, and which I'm able to do, and I also also wanted to be able to fly my family out to Hawaii, which we'll be doing in 2 years. So I'm excited to be able to pay for that as well. So the next one is that I kind of like the gym, or I don't have the money. So if you don't have the money, first of all you have to do is get a couple people to join in with you. If you get a couple people to join you on this journey, then all of that is paid for, which is awesome. All you have to do is help 3 people. Because when you sell a challenge pack, you actually get $70, not just the 25%. So if you sell it to 3 people, you have 3 people join you, that could be friends or whatever, to do this journey with you together, then it's actually, you don't have to pay for anything because you get that commission right back. So that's kind of awesome. You don't need a lot of money to join. You just need to be a product of the product. So that's awesome. And then if you like the gym, still go to the gym. I still like to run. I still go running. It's just that fill in the time, you know. Right now I'm doing a program that's just 4 days a week, which is awesome. That leaves me 3 days with doing whatever I want to do. So it fits into your lifestyle. There's a lot of gym owners as well that are coaches, and some very successful coaches are the ones that are the gym owners too, because they have that entrepreneurship aspect. So what does my day look like? My day, I wake up and I work out, and I drink my shake, and I share it on my social media, and I connect with people. I talk to people about, not even about fitness and wellness. It might just be about other things. I make friends, and then as they get to know me a little bit better, sometimes it comes up in a conversation about, hey, what are you doing? I saw your workouts, and I'm interested in that. So then you just share with what you're doing, and that's how it kind of works. And then you follow up with them. You pull them right into your challenge group. Normally I check into my challenge group once or twice a day. Again, you don't have to worry about running that challenge group on your own. I'm here to support you. My coaches, a lot of times we just run them all together because it's so much more fun. So it's so supportive. So now let's talk about a little bit about how my life has changed since I've been a coach. So this is my 3rd year that I've started coaching, and I gotta say that my life is completely different now than it was 3 years ago, and I owe it a lot to Beachbody. Beachbody, there's a couple things that is suggested that you do every day, and one of them that they put a lot of emphasis on is personal development, which is something I never even thought about or heard about or considered before this. And what personal development is reading a book or listening to a podcast on something that will help you expand your mind and learn and grow. And I just listen to or read books with whatever I'm struggling with at the time. And I give the tools that I need to become a better person and to handle situations better. So what's happened is over these last 3 years, I have become a more positive person. I've become a more confident person, and I've been able to handle situations even better. I am now present at home. I'm working part-time at the hospital and part-time here at home, and I am present with my kids, because before I was only getting 2 or 3 hours, and I was there, but it was just half me because I was so tired. So now I actually get to see all of their games on the weekends. I'm home for the holidays. I get to be around when they get off school, and I get to help with getting them to school. So it's kind of awesome. I have the best of both worlds. And the even better thing for me, and the biggest one for me, is that I am teaching my kids how to eat healthy, because before I really, even though I was exercising and running, I never really had a good grasp on healthy nutrition and how important it was. And Beachbody has taught me that through their programs. And now I'm teaching my kids how to live a healthy life. And my husband has lost weight and gotten healthy too. So because of my influence, not only am I influencing other people, which is completely amazing. That's the best feeling ever, when you have somebody that's like, guess how much weight I've lost 30 pounds. And it's just so awesome to see other people succeed, but it's completely amazing when you see your own family transform as well, just based off of your influence. So those are my biggest takeaways, and I would love to have you guys on my team with me. It's an amazing team. It's called Team Happiness, because that's something that's so important to me, is your emotional wellness, because I feel like your mindset drives everything. Your behavior, how you eat, how you exercise, how you live life, and how you view the world. So I'd love to have you on a member of my team of Team Happiness. If you have any questions, please, please, please reach out to me or your coaches, and have a fantastic